we'll go on to the next step. This will be breaking down the piston and the push rod. So first step will be to remove the old nylon slides from either side of the O-ring.
What's that tool?
This is an O-ring pick, which pretty much any crude device will work, but that's about the easiest thing to work with. Makes it so you can get in there and get a hold of things easier. So once you've got those out of the way, you can then get up underneath the O-ring, trying to be careful not to scratch the piston, and then just work it up and around. So those will be garbage, and we'll replace those with new parts. Your next step, just clean some of that off of there so that we can then put that into the vise. Now on this vise we've added nylon shoes to the vise so that we don't scar up our brass piston. Just slightly lock that in there, and then take your crescent wrench, and you should be able to break it free like that. Now if it won't break free for you, the solution is to take a heat gun and just heat up just that brass piston on the end. Maybe 15-20 seconds max on there, and then you'll be able to put it back into your vise and try again. A little heat generally will help break that apart if it's seized up. We use a locking compound of Loctite 638 on that, so that does tend to prevent it from coming loose freely. So then, with your piston removed, you want to pay attention when you unthread that off of there as to the orientation of it, because you'll notice that one side of the piston has a recess into it that will allow the shaft pushrod portion to seat in there fully. So the threads actually start maybe 1/8 of an inch into the piston, and on the other side they'll be threaded all the way out. So just make sure that when you assemble these back together, you get it back in the orientation it came apart. So you've got your piston. On this particular cylinder you have a stop which limits the length of the stroke, and then you have your seals and your end cap and your push rod. So the next step will be to take a pair of snap ring pliers and remove the stainless steel snap ring that holds the C-cup in there. So set him to the side because we'll reuse the stainless steel snap ring, and then we can use our O-ring removal tool and remove the C-cup. We'll try that again without flinging it up. Use your O-ring tool to remove the C-cup from the side. And that'll look like this, and you'll pay attention that the C-cup, the cup portion, faces up. So the dome, the flat, will face down. And underneath that we have a brass washer. I'll remove him too. Set all that to the side in order so it'll be easy to remember which way things go, but we will replace all that with new parts. So the next step into putting our new C-cup and brass washer in there will be to clean it up. So we'll take a bit of Scotch-Brite, preferably the gray Scotch-Brite, which is the least aggressive of them, and just clean the inside of that out. Just mild scuffing is suitable, just enough to remove any contaminants or debris that may be in there, and then once over with a piece of paper towel as well to clean the track that the shaft runs through. You can simply go like that with it to clean that out. And that'll work for seating our new washer and C-cup into it. So this is a 7/8 cylinder. We'll use the 17521 clippered rebuild kit, and we will use the C-cup out of there and the brass washer, and the rest of it we'll dispose of. So first you'll place your brass washer into the bottom, and then using a little bit of the Hydrotex water-based lubricant, we'll just add a little bit inside the inner cup of the seal. Just add some to the inside of that. Light coat on the outside so it seats in there properly. And with the cup portion facing you, you'll just seat that down into there. And then we'll reuse our stainless steel snap ring back over top of it.
What are you doing there?
Use a pair of snap ring pliers, and you'll be able to pinch your O-ring, and there's a groove cut into the inside that seats right above the cup, and you'll just have to insert that until you feel it snap all the way into the cup all the way around. That'll finish that up.